Hello, my dear children of ninth standard. Now, in this video, we are going to study your supplementary's third chapter. The name of the chapter is Ishwaran, the Storyteller, written by very famous writer, cartoonist R.K. Lakshman. So, you all know that storytelling is an art. So, here in this story, Mahendra's cook named Ishwaran used to tell stories. And the way he used to tell stories that seems to be real. So, let us begin the chapter. But very first, I would like to give you a short introduction about the author. So, R.K. Lakshman, Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Lakshman, was an Indian cartoonist, storyteller. He belongs to Karnataka. He drew sketches for a very famous serial Malgudi Days, and also he drew cartoons for some of the leading newspaper in India. So he is best known for his creation The Common Man and for his daily cartoon strip You Said It in the Times of India, which started in 1951. R.K. Lakshman took birth on 24th October 1921. He died on 26th January 2015. So let us begin the chapter. Mahendra was a junior supervisor in a firm, in an organization, in a company. The firm offered on hire supervisors at construction sites, factories, bridges, dams, etc. So Mahendra's job was to keep an eye on the activities at the work site. He had to go from one place to another. Mahendra was a bachelor. He could adjust himself in all the conditions. Mahendra had a cook named Ishwaran. Ishwaran had an amazing capacity. He could produce vegetables, cooking things from nowhere. He would conjure up the most delicious dishes made with fresh vegetables within an hour or so. Mahendra would go to work early in the morning with some food. So after Mahendra's departure, Ishwaran would make up the shed. He washed the clothes. He would take a bath praying. He used to read Tamil thriller to doze off after lunch. Means at the time of rest after lunch he used to read Tamil thrillers. He had a strange method of narrating stories. His stories had the effect of the thrillers. Means he had the capacity. The way he used to tell stories create excitement. Now Ishwaran had a strange way of narrating even the smallest incident. He would work up in suspense. He would add a surprising end. This was because he was very imaginative. Mahendra would listen to him uncritically. Means without judging, Mahendra used to listen to the stories. One day, Ishwaran told a story of a tusker. Tusker means an elephant. So one day, a tusker, an elephant, escaped from the timber. Timber means wood. So wooden yard. So one day what happened? A tusker, an elephant, escaped from the timber yard. It roamed here and there. It tore up creepers and broke branches. Creepers means plants. So Ishwaran would get so affected with the story that he would jump about here and there. Now the tusker reached a town. Means an elephant now reached a town. Its smashed all the stalls of fruits. People ran here and there. The students hid themselves in the classrooms. The streets were empty. Ishwaran was then a junior student. He didn't know what happened to him. He got a cane, means he got a stick and followed the elephant. Now the elephant grunted and stamped its feet. The people were hypnotized. Then Ishwaran struck, means attacked, the elephant's toenail. It shivered from head to foot and fell down. A veterinary doctor was called. After 2 days, the tusker was taken by the Mahavat. Mahavat means a person who controls an elephant. So Ishwaran was asked how he did that. He told that he did so with a Japanese art, karate or jujutsu, etc. Now one day Ishwaran told Mahendra something about the place, means the place where they were living. Now that factory area was once a burial ground. He himself once came across a human skull lying on the path. He also saw ghosts at night. He was not frightened as he was brave. But there appeared a horrible ghost of a woman. It had matted hair and dried up face. It was ugly. It held a fetus in its arms. Fetus means an unborn baby. So it held an unborn baby in its arm. Now hearing Ishwaran, Mahendra shivered, means Mahendra started shivering. Now he called Ishwaran crazy. He told him that there were no ghosts. These were the product of the mind. He asked Ishwaran to get himself medically examined. Mahendra then retired for the night. From that time, Mahendra had unease, means from that night he was feeling restlessness. Every night he peered, means he looked into the darkness. Why he looked into the darkness? To see if there was any movement. He always liked to admire the sky on full moon nights. But after Ishwaran's story, he avoided looking out of the window. Now one night, Mahendra was awakened up from his sleep by a moan. Means by hearing the sound of crying, Mahendra woke up. It was near his window. He resisted to look out, but the wailing, the crying sound became louder. He looked out. He saw a dark, cloudy form. It was clutching a bundle. He perspired and painted. Later, he thought that it might have been some trick from his subconscious mind. Next morning, Mahendra was ready to go to office. The horror of the night had faded, but Ishwaran came to him. He told him about the ghost. He told Mahendra that he also heard the moan previous night, means he also heard the crying sound the previous night. He saw Mahendra see the ghost himself. A chill went down Mahendra's body. He went to office the next morning. He handed in his papers. He had determined to leave the haunted place the very next day. So, this was the summary of the chapter Ishwaran, the storyteller, written by R.K. Lakshman. So, in this story, we saw that how Ishwaran used to create stories and the way he used to tell stories. So, that's all in this video. Thank you.